Mihwar, Papers on the Revival and Innovation of Knowledge. Its hope is to present the logical answer to Islamic thought and philosophy in the land of Bengal. The tagline mentioned in the papers that suggests that the quarterly Mihwar is a new call for time change. A review of the history of Islamic civilization makes one thing very clear. All the scholars, mujtahids, philosophers of Islam used to construct new stream of knowledge by combining the eras with the traditional streams. New streams of knowledge were created in the light of the legacy of the past, the needs of the age and the needs of the future. This is basically how the flow of knowledge of Islamic history has progressed. The quarterly Mihwar presented anew in the light of the age. In the words of eminent philosopher Tahsin Gurgun, that the renaissance of civilization is not possible without the renaissance of knowledge, and the renaissance of knowledge is impossible without the renaissance of civilization. Mihwar is essentially the first step to this coordinate effort. Translated as the main article is Professor Dr. Omar Turk's research paper, Origin and Development of Islamic Thought, translated by respected Burhanuddin. In the beginning, the author has presented the origin of Islamic thought in an excellent way. How the Islamic civilization made its challenges when faced with other civilizations has been remarkably discussed in this article. The writings of Syed Hussain Nasr and Professor Dr. Tariq Ramadan have been translated as special article. Fluent translation writing makes both of them enjoyable reading. The stagnation of Muslim thought and the crisis of critical thinking has become clear in this writing of Professor Dr. Tariq Ramadan. Professor Dr. Syed Hussain Nasr's writing have revealed what Muslims should do to face the challenges of Western civilization. Allama Iqbal's article has been translated in the Sirat section. In this article, Allama Iqbal has brought out the Sirat of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ as a whole. The effective role of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ in the world system, justice, and the liberation of humanity is the only way and method of Prophet that is written in this article of Allama Iqbal. Article on economics is written by Reverend Saim Mohaimin. The entire article highlights the ruthless exploitation of Western superiority of Islam. At the end of the article, the respected author presented the superiority of Islam with confidence. Article on women is written by respected Farjana Mahbuba. One of the most discussed issues in the current situation is women issue, but groups fail to balance here. One category is completely dominated by dogma and the other by Western feminists. As a result, there is no writing to convey the true status, rights, and overall position. The respected writer has tried to highlight the status of women in the state and the status of civilization. Article on agriculture is written by respected Mushfiqur Rahman. Due to the excellent writing and linguistic skill of the author, it was not difficult to read such a theoretic essay. Respected author writes about GMO as one of the most important part of agriculture. The famous thinker and writer of Bangladesh, Fahmidur Rahman, wrote in the subcontinent section. His eloquent presentation on Allama Iqbal and Muhammad Asad skillfully presents the situation of subcontinent as well as the dialogue between the two great contemporary philosophers of this subcontinent. Respected Najmul Hassan has written an article on Bangladesh titled Why Secular Oppose Religion-Based Politics. In the filter of history of thought, he highlighted the theoretical weakness of secular thought groups. The essay also adopts a politico-historical form of the presentation with the totality. Reverend Abid Hassan wrote about the history of mathematics. Even boring subjects like mathematics are presented in an interesting form in his penmanship. At the same time, the respected author has created a field of thought by raising some new issues in mathematics. The research article of Professor Dr. Tahsin Gurgun, famous philosopher and usulist of Muslim Ummah, Mujahid of Knowledge, has been translated in a figure section. In the article, Al-Mawardi's social scientific perspective is presented against Rousseau, Hegel, and John Rawls. Overall, many important issues have been discussed in this article. Abu Jainab translated this wonderful writing. The first copy of Mihwar presented by a bunch of wonderful writings, presented with the slogan of Renaissance or revival of knowledge and creation of new trends. This extraordinary quarterly has managed to win the trust of thoughtful readers on the whole. May Almighty Allah reward the honorable editor, writers, and all those involved. Amin.